I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Some anxious moments earlier today in the town of Ulster, where a CSX freight train locomotive derailed near the intersection with Boyce Lane. The northbound train was disabled after the engine jumped the track but remained upright. There was no immediate word on the possible cause of what was labeled a minor derailment, with no injuries or leakage reported at the scene. Town of Ulster police say the disabled train was not blocking any intersections. A southbound train had to stop in that area in order to await the equipment needed to realign the northbound train. Police say the only impact was to CSX rail traffic, which was delayed so that needed repairs could be made. Angry Fallsburg School District parents showed up in force last Wednesday night demanding action following revelations that heroin and drug paraphernalia had been discovered in a faculty bathroom on two separate occasions at Benjamin Cosor Elementary School. 6 teachers and an aide were caught on video entering the bathroom prior to the February 11th drug discovery. They later refused to submit urine samples to police investigators. During last week's meeting, parents criticized the administration for failing to release details of the initial drug discovery, and they demanded the teachers and the aide be suspended. Now, an action taken during the board meeting last night, the Fallsburg School Board approved the hiring of 2 security guards to patrol the school while the police investigation continues. It's an underground stabilization technique that was used at the World Trade Center site. Now officials in Kingston hope it can be the final solution to the city's sinkhole nightmare. The Common Council's Finance and Audit Committee signed off on the latest fix project at the site of the almost 3-year-old Washington Avenue sinkhole that will involve building a solid archway of hardened soil and concrete around the leaky underground tunnel that caused the sinkhole. The work would bring the total spending to repair the tunnel to $5.7 million. The latest plan and its cost requirements will go to the full Common Council next month. Engineers say if they're able to get started in March, the sinkhole repair project could be completed by Thanksgiving. He admitted to taking part in the burglary of a Port Jervis sporting goods store back in October and stealing 13 handguns. Now, 30-year-old Ryan Etchie of Port Jervis has been sentenced to 10 years in prison as a result of his plea to the charge of criminal possession of a weapon for the theft of the guns from Sam and Mabel's sports shop. An accomplice, 24-year-old Kurt Van Ripper of Port Jervis, pleaded guilty back in December. Etchie admitted to selling some of the stolen guns in Newburgh. Prosecutors say the 10-year sentence was imposed because Etchie had violated parole in Pike County, where he'd served jail time for stealing electronic equipment from stores. Falling poll numbers for Governor Andrew Cuomo. A Siena College poll out today shows the governor's favorability rating statewide dropped from 66% last month to 60%. Upstate, his popularity fell to just 44%. But the poll found Cuomo would beat Donald Trump by 44 points and Republican Westchester County Executive Rob Astorino by 42 points if the gubernatorial election were held today. The Cuomo poll numbers could take another hit in the weeks ahead in the wake of his recent controversial proposal to allow state prison inmates to take free college classes. In Dutchess County, one of the 2 Newburgh men implicated in a fatal shooting last June in Poughkeepsie has pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and felony assault charges. 20-year-old Armando Martinez Mendoza faces a 25 years to life prison sentence when he's returned to court in May. Martinez Mendoza admitted to the killing of Inez Emagon outside a Poughkeepsie bar. 2 others were wounded in the shooting. A second Newburgh man, 21-year-old Aladdin Sanchez, was also charged with second-degree murder for his role in the fatal shooting. The illegal benefits crackdown continues here in the Hudson Valley. State police say their latest joint investigation with the State Labor Department has led to the arrest of a Kingston man who they say received more than $10,000 in unemployment benefits he was not entitled to. 31-year-old Michael Trinseri was arraigned on felony charges of grand larceny, falsifying business records, and offering a false instrument for filing. And another Kingston man got a shock when he went outside to hop in his SUV that he'd started up to warm up earlier in the morning. It was gone. A police investigation determined that 21-year-old Alfonso Knox III had jumped into the idling and unattended Chevy Tahoe in front of the residence on Hunter Street and then drove off. Police say the SUV with Knox at the wheel was involved in a minor hit-and-run accident minutes later. Knox then ran off only to be picked up and charged with grand larceny and possession of stolen property. Police say Knox had been arrested for disorderly conduct a few hours before the vehicle theft. We're heading back into the deep freeze during this last week of February. Tomorrow will be cloudy with a little light snow in the morning, maybe a coating to an inch or two in some spots. Temperatures Wednesday will top out in the upper 20s. Then after a night of single-digit temperatures, Thursday will be partly cloudy and continued cold, with the highs only around 30 degrees. Well, stay on top of what's happening by starting your day with the Times-Herald Record, and stay connected to news when it breaks right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.